Hi everyone, it's Amy of Dragon's Bit Apothecary. We are here for our last Friday of the month, Oils and Oracle reading. So I thought we would use our fairy cards. If you're new here, welcome. I'll explain what that means here in a moment. But if you're back, thank you for coming back. I hope you've subscribed to the channel so you don't miss an episode of this year. I do readings every Friday and every full moon. Okay, so we're going to start with these fairy cards this week. And before we get into it, I'm going to explain to you why these are unique cards. Okay, so there's a couple variations of cards here. Every card, of course, has a fairy on it and a special message, but you'll either find kind of a light background on the fairy card or you'll find a dark background. Okay, and sometimes you'll find both. The light background tends to talk about things that are around us in our environment, kind of those external factors that can influence us internally. The dark around the cards is something within ourselves, our deepest thoughts, our heart, our secrets, that sort of thing. And it tends to talk about the inside out. Okay, so as we go through this reading, I'll explain when we have one of those cards, what it means, but to kind of help you guide you through, what I'm saying with these cards, it'll give you a little more help here. Okay. So the first card, and it's the card we need for this weekend, is the life energy card. And you see she's a light card. Her background is light. Okay. And what this card is telling us is that it's time to recharge, see the good around us. Okay. And let our gifts come forward and contribute to that good. Now, sometimes that could mean healing some relationships, healing some friendships. Maybe things have gotten off track somewhere. It's time to let that life energy do that healing. Okay. So the oils I paired with this one, lavender and spearmint. Now, lavender, if you think about it, a lot of us use lavender when we have sunburn in the summertime, right? Because it's very soothing to the skin. It helps promote healing. Okay. So lavender in this sense can also help in those relationship type situations and be that balm, if you will, to help bring in healing where we need it the most. Okay. And the other oil that I put with this is spearmint, because spearmint is the oil of speaking our truth. It is the oil that we learn to say things from a place of kindness, but being true to ourselves. So we're not trying to just bully our way into getting our will, but we're trying to speak from a place of our needs, but we're doing it in a way that is kind and respectful. So it becomes associated with encouragement that we can get from others to be our true self. Okay, so this weekend we need to do some life energy work with those relationships around us, and lavender and spearmint will help us do that, which is kind of key because this next card, which is the card for next week, is a card of flourish. Now, this card you'll see has both light and dark on it. So that means it's both external around us in our environment and internal to us. Okay. Now, what this card is saying is that we need to look deep into our heart and what we really, really want. Okay. Get deep into that why and what. Okay. And then bring that out. Bring it into your environment. Find a way to manifest it into reality. Flourish. Let your life flourish with deep passions that are in your heart of what is really important to you. Isn't that great? Okay. The oils I put with this one are peppermint, because peppermint is very good at helping us be aware, dig into our alertness, be open to things that we need to really give thought to. And it's really great at concentration. Okay. Plus, it's energizing. Sometimes you need energy to really go into some of these places, right? Of these crazy ideas that we think we have. The other oil I put with it was doTERRA Balance. This is a proprietary doTERRA blend that is grounding and supportive and encouraging. And it brings that, allowing us to come from a place of calm. Okay. And a lot of times when we're trying to bring something that we're afraid we might be rejected for or ridiculed for, we can have some anxiety around that, right? Okay, so things like balance can help us come from that place of calm and, centeredness that make it a little bit easier to go through those shifts. All right, our card from the universe. So lovely. It's a card of celebration. Now, this is the card that's telling us to celebrate big and small wins. They all matter. We all need that cheer that we did it, we accomplished it, we met a goal, we got to a milestone. The other way that this speaks to us is to accept those invitations and not to say no because we think it'll be an awkward moment or we won't know anyone or we'll just sit there and try to blend into the paint color of the walls. This is about getting yourself out there, getting past that fear of that situation and finding enjoyment. Okay. Letting go, feeling some spontaneity in your life and having fun, celebrating. Okay. So guess what? You're going to love it. So the oils that I mentioned with the first card, the lavender and spearmint, are the same oils I'm recommending for this card, but in a slightly different way, right? Because if you remember, life energy was about external. Okay. Here, I'm talking about lavender in terms of us helping to heal ourselves so that we feel more confident and let go of that fear. But then spearmint, so we've got the courage to use our voice to introduce ourselves to someone new, start a conversation among strangers, if you will, and feel confident about it. So I think those two oils repeat themselves here in a very meaningful way to help us accomplish that and have a little fun while we're doing it. Okay, so that is our reading this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me some feedback here and be sure you're subscribed because I'm coming back tomorrow for our full moon oils and oracle and you don't want to miss that. All right, see you there.